Hello everybody, this is me, and today I'll be trying one of the hardest climbs that I've laid my hands on. Story of Two Worlds was put up already in 2005 by Dave Graham, who called it the new standard for HC/V15, signaling the end of a grade inflation era that had been starting to dominate hard climbing around the world. This was supposed to represent the new definition of the grade, linking a very hard boulder sequence into the Dagger, an already established 8B/plus. It sits on the top of a hill in Ticino, Switzerland, and has been on my list for ages.
You know how when people say climbers are fit? It's pure bullshit. Pure bullshit.
Before we dive into my process on this climb, we have to go back a few years in time to when I was a teenager and I just started climbing. HC was the absolute cutting edge of bouldering, and I was just scouring the internet for footage of climbing, looking through basically every little corner of YouTube for more inspiration. At the time, the pink V2 in the corner was my limit, and the idea of making moves on something like Story of Two Worlds just seemed absurd. But over the years, I've grown a lot as a climber, and I've developed more and more skills, becoming increasingly more aware that what was once impossible can become reality with enough work. I'd say I started working towards HC back in 2019, where I made a video basically setting up some goals to do HC. They were arbitrary strength goals and they didn't make much sense in retrospect, but at the time it was what I wanted to work with. I also started scouting for my first HC project that earlier the same year I had actually tried. It was the Big Island, and when I tried it, it was basically just for fun with no real ambition to do it. Way out of my league, but I could do some of the moves and I felt very excited to be able to make progress on such a hard climb. Anyways, I started training for it and I came back at the end of that year. I didn't succeed really in doing the climb, but I did succeed in my goal, which was to make progress and to feel that progress in my body. It became apparent that I had done so, and so now it's just a matter of kind of grinding it out. So the next thing that happens is the COVID hit us all. That put quite a stunt in the goal of climbing something so hard. However, last year I left for a road trip to start challenging myself for real. The only problem was that I had kind of gotten pretty weak from building the van and ended up getting shut down on basically every single boulder that I tried. If we fast forward to the end of the summer, I started feeling like myself again and ended up doing Power of Now, an AP Plus with some absolutely spectacular moves. And it was just the day before I returned back home to Sweden. I was quite ecstatic about this, and it sparked a new torch of motivation for me. So I spent the entire fall training my ass off in preparation to return to Central Europe, where I wanted to push my level even further than before. I changed my training habits tremendously and ended up gaining quite a bit of weight from it, going from 76 kilograms at the end of the summer to 82.5 upon my return from Ticino just the other day. There's quite a bit of a story behind that weight increase, but I think I'll save that for another time, or I definitely will, in case anybody's interested in that. But anyway, this is where the actual story begins and my process on my main project of the trip, Story of Two Worlds. The first session I've already posted about here on YouTube, so I'll summarize it real quick. I did the stand start, the Dagger, quite quickly this session, and proceeded by figuring out the moves to the sit start, eventually doing it in 3 separate parts. For the crux move, most people go right hand here, but I decided on this undercling beta that literally nobody else used, and stubborn like I am, I decided that this was the only way to do this climb for me.
Okay. Yes! Nice. Last link. Now it's just about sending it. Psyched. Okay, I'm gonna start red pointing.
And I was so sure I would do it after this. I felt that everything was within reach. Little did I know that piecing this thing together was far from as manageable as I made it out to be in my head. The following sessions were pure fighting, making small but incremental and relevant progress at the same time.
The time I spent on this hold, getting a bit too much, I think.
Come on. Ali, come on. Ali, come on. Ali, come on. Try hard. Ali, come. Fuck.
Then came the day that changed everything for me. A big crew was there and they were trying it, going with the right hand to the starting hold of the Dagger. After failing at the undercling left hand method a few times, I decided to change it up and try the right hand method, just for fun basically. To my surprise, it actually went right away.
Come on. Come on. Come on.
I was just improvising with that fucking left hand.
This was so good.
And so I decided to go again with this method, and thus began the attempt where I have tried the hardest I have ever tried anything in climbing in my entire life. Now enjoy the pain, my friends.
Kom igen, Emil.
Come on. Ali. Ali. Come on, Emil. Come on, Emil.
Kom igen.
Ali. Come on, Emil. Come on, Emil. Come on. Ali, come on, Emil. Come on. Come on.
Kom igen.
Ali. Come on, Emil. Come on. Ali. Come on. Come on. Shit.
Too many attempts.
I shouldn't try hard.
Now, it would make a lot of sense to be very psyched after this, right? Which I suppose I was, to a degree. But at the same time, what this attempt meant for me was just that I didn't have what it takes to do the climb. Because I'd given literally every inch of power that my body could produce. Granted, I didn't climb it perfectly. I cut loose in a way that I definitely shouldn't. But at the same time, it was the best attempt I had had. Is kind of how it felt. So while I did obviously make great progression on the boulder, this stunted my mindset a little bit. So what happened was that in the next session, I just didn't have any confidence. And I started feeling this frustration emerge, kind of this disbelief that it was possible.
Fuck! Crap.
And the thing is, actually this session was the strongest I had had so far.
Kom on.
And it is the strongest session that I had on the boulder during the entire trip. The only problem was that I was only strong physically, but my mental game was completely off and I had basically nothing left to give there.
No!
And yeah, I just didn't really know what to feel anymore because I only had the goal in mind. I only had the topping it out left because I just had to perform. I just had to physically perform. And that kind of put me back mentally. I'll go so far as to say I even gave up in the middle of the climb a few times because I just couldn't anymore, you know? And I guess this way of climbing is something that I never want to encounter because it isn't fun. It doesn't really help me progress. And I think that was a really big lesson from it. I took the following days to reflect and think, like, why did I not want it anymore? Like, why did I set myself back so much? And I came to the conclusion that I was going for the goal, and not for the process. And I had to change something, and that's what happened.
Kom igen. Snyggt. Kom igen. Kom igen.
Come on, Emil. Keep it. Keep the tension. Come on. Keep. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Come on, Emil. Come on.
Kom igen.
Come on now. Let's go. Keep going. Come. Come on. Come on, Emil.
Kom igen.
Let's go. Come on. Ale. Come on.
Kom igen.
Come on. Come on, Emil. Come on, Emil.
Ja, fan vad bra. Kom igen.
Come on, dude.
Kom
Come on
igen.
now. Come on, Emil. Let's go. Let's go, Emil. Come on. Come on,
igen.
Emil. Let's go.
Nej! Nej! Damn!
Yeah, it was good. You know, it's funny because I didn't think. I mean, I practiced this top section. I was like, I don't want to fall at the last move ever. And of course, like, the funny thing is, I thought I would fall because I was tired and like fighting, not from a foot slip. Foot slip was actually the worst possible way to fall. But you know, it was fun though. I had a good time.
Boom!
Good go.
Come on, Emil. Come on, yes.
Che cazzo!
Come on now.
Yes.
Come on. Come on, Emil. Come on. Stay cool. Come on.
Yes.
Come on. Really good. Ale, ale. Come on. Yeah, yeah, come on.
Come on.
Come on, Emil.
Keep breath.
Come on.
Breathe, breathe.
Come on. Ale. Come on, come on. Come on. Nice. Ale, Emil. Come on. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, stay with it. Come on. Ale. Come on. Come on. Come on now. Come on, Emil.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Kom igen.
Come on.
Stay
Come
on.
on. Come on now.
Keep
Come on.
breathing. No way.
No way.
No way.
Another high point though.
Oh, dude. You really want to go again? Wow. No way.
It doesn't get much closer than that, does
You
it?
don't have to do the same as I did.
We brush up and go again.
Yes, let's brush.
No. I'm done. Over. I still have like that feeling of, ooh, if I try really hard, I'll do it. But again, that attempt wasn't very impressive, was it? Oh my god, it's so hard to quit. Like a drug addict.
Do we have your consent to take away your shoes if you want to go again?
Yes, you do. Yeah, you do. This is the last go. This is,
video?
people are questioning
Yeah.
it since, yeah, she got the video of it. Yes, this is the last go of the day.
Yes, come on.
I was only fighting to be able to climb more today. I'm done. It's good to finish now.
So that was the end of the most promising session of them all so far. And I kind of felt at peace here. I was done. I didn't really need to go back to it emotionally. I was psyched because I knew physically I could do it. There's of course a little bit of sour taste to not having finished it. So I did want to give it one more go. But I took a break and went to kind of test out my training again by hopping on off the wagon.
Every time, dude.
Oh yes! Every time! And I'll save that for another story, but it went very, very promising, and I've got a video coming up from that later. It was the break that I needed, so I decided to head back to Story for one final session. The weather was turning quite sour, Snow was falling down, and it seemed like it was going to be one of the potentially last days on it that I could actually climb on it, and actually put our jackets on the boulder to block the top section from getting too wet. The slab was going to be drenched from the snow, but at least maybe the hard section would go and I could rest when I'm up there. So yeah, I decided to give it another attempt, and this is how the last session on Story of Two Worlds went for me before heading back home.
Come on. Come on, Emil. Come on. Come on.
Okay, that was a good start.
Good start, yeah.
That felt really good. I was kind of like misplacing my body everywhere, but fuck, that felt good. Okay, next go. Let's go.
Game on.
Game on. When the weather outside is frightful.
Come on. Come on. Yes. Come on.
Okay, I'm going back to my roots. I'm gonna do this.
Pinch.
Yeah, it's just so much more secure, and I just need a secure go.
Let's go. Let's go. I got you. Come on. Yeah, come on. Yeah, come on. Yeah, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, Emil. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yeah, come on, Emil. Come on. Come on now, Emil. Let's go. Come on. You're good. Come on. Come on. Come on. Keep it together. Come on. Come on. Come on, Emil. Come on. Keep it together. Come on. Come on. Come on. Get your feet up. Come on. Yeah. Oh.
Yes!
Oh. Come on.
God.
Oh. Oh. Let's go.
Yeah.
Here's some truck.
Hold on, could you walk it to me? Could you open it?
Breathe, breathe.
Thank you.
Breathe. Breathe, come on. You're good, come on, breathe. Breathe.
What? I f***ing did it, dude. Well, soonish. I hope.
Breathe, breathe. You're good, dude.
Yeah! Yes! Yes! Come on! Yes!
What a day!
Could you say hi to Cordi for me?
Yeah, yeah.
I just-
Hey, Cordi. Oh!
Yes!
So good. Oh my god. Like against every odds, he's incredible.
Yeah, it's fucking amazing, Cordi. Did you see me pull down the jackets?
It was like a proper team set.
Yes. Woo!
Yes!
Woo!
Yes! God, I'm psyched! I didn't think I'd be this psyched. I was like pumped out of my mind, and these holes are so wet. Oh my god.
So, there we go, everybody. I did the 8C. Now here's the kicker about that climb, and kind of regarding the 8C grade, because I got asked like, oh, how does it feel to have climbed 8C now? Is it, yeah, are you psyched? And in all honesty, the grade didn't matter in the end. It sounds super cheesy, but it was more like the process and the journey is what I actually really care about and what I think about to this day. Like being there with my friends, the support from Cordelia and Samuel. Samuel filmed a lot of this. Hiking up there, like pushing through the pain for this super arbitrary, silly goal. I don't know, just that process is what I'll remember for a very long time. And just kind of like confirming that this new training routine actually made a difference is something that gets me so freaking psyched to see where it could take me next. And in fact, in the next video, we'll begin the process of where the coming year will hopefully take me. So stay tuned for that. If you're not subscribed, hit the button and I'll see you there. Ciao, folks.